The Black King, man. Listen. Blowing trees in my coupe, smoke pouring out the world, 50 deep in the front, and they try not get girls.
We just in here with my guy Bobby right now, one of the owners of the lab, one of the best gyms, if not the best gym in the Bay. I say the best gym in the Bay. This spot to be at. Just want to ask him a few questions. And number one, what made you want to start the gym?
For me, I think starting the gym was one of those things where, you know, my career has always been in bodybuilding. And like I go to a lot of these gyms out here already, and I just feel like there's nothing for like the bodybuilders, or there's just the guys that are really serious. I won't even say bodybuilders, just the people that are really serious about working out. And you know, you got your fitness 19s, you got 24-hour fitness, you got a lot of kids, and it's like if you go up to a bench, it's like you got to wait 5, 10, 15 minutes just to get a bench press. Right. Or if you want to use, you know, just parking there is really, really tough. So for me, I wanted a place that was a little bit more exclusive, a little bit more private, you know, easy parking. Basically, you're able to come in, work out, and not have too many issues on waiting for equipment. And then the other thing was, for me, you know, I traveled a lot. And going out and seeing gyms in Miami and Vegas and San Diego, you're like, man, these gyms are so cool. Like, why don't we have anything like that in the Bay? So I was like, you know, coming back home, you get depressed, you're like sad, you're not happy about the gym. So I was thinking to myself, like, man, what can I do to get myself in a situation where I could build a gym that people would love and enjoy out here in the Bay, you know?
Facts.
What made you want to start your fitness journey?
My fitness journey, I think I started it, you know, I was actually really young, but for me, it was just one of those things where I had a lot of friends that were in the gym. And so I would go with them, and I kind of, you know, in the beginning, you're just messing around. You're like a lot of the kids at Fitness 19 and 24. You're just like messing around using the gym. You don't really take it serious. And then over time, you kind of start seeing the results, and you're like, man, I kind of like this. Like, I like how I look. I like that I'm getting stronger. And then it just becomes an addiction. Yeah. I think there's a reason why so many people work out. Is because it becomes addicting, right? Like when you first start, it's hard. It's like you work out and you're like, man, I gotta lift and I gotta go to the gym and I gotta do this to look good. It's hard, right? Because all you want is the results. You don't really want to put the work in. And then there comes a time where like you love it so much that you're like, I can't wait to go to the gym. I can't wait to like lift this heavy weight, you know?
After you started competing, like really taking it serious, who are some of your idols if you have any?
Some of my biggest idols, I would definitely say Bradley Martin is one of the bigger ones, just because he had his own gym. And so having him have a gym and be super successful, but also he didn't compete like I do, but he's still in the bodybuilding world. So I really, really enjoyed the fact that he was able to bodybuild and yet have a gym and then have, you know, that social environment as well. Like what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to build basically a community, right? Like I want to build a community out here that everybody can enjoy. And so definitely Bradley Martin was one of them. Christian Guzman, he's the guy that has Alpha Land in Texas right now. Yeah. But he started out with like a really, really small gym, and now he's got this huge gym and he's got an empire basically. So he's definitely one of the other guys that I look up to. And as far as competitors, Jeremy Buendia. And the crazy part is like 2 of those 3 guys I've already had in this gym. Wow. So Buendia's been here, and Bradley Martin's been here.
Wow.
And so, you know, it's like you look at these guys and you're like, man, this is what I want to be and this is where I want to get. And for them to come to my gym and work out here, it's been pretty dope.
Do you plan on still competing? And what's your favorite muscle groups to hit?
So not legs, but I would say I definitely want to compete one more time just because, you know, having a gym like this that has a posing room, you know, we have cold plunges outside, we have the sauna, that's a red light therapy sauna. Like to be able to use all of this stuff, the lighting in here is crazy. Yeah. The posing room, like I said, is just to be able to use all this stuff and then compete on top of that, well, I think would be dope, you know? So I want to. Right now I have a shoulder issue. I haven't worked out in like almost a year, to be honest with you. I'm finally starting to get better. But once I do, I got to lock back in and, you know, I want to compete one more time for sure, you know? Okay. And then what was your second question?
What's your favorite muscle groups to hit?
Favorite muscle group? Back, for sure back. I think when I first started working out, it was chest. I think that's everybody's favorite.
It always changes, yeah.
And then back, because, you know, like they always say, you win a show from the back.
Yeah.
But I can't lie, like I think the most important one though is your legs for sure. So the legs is the one you can't skip. You know? And I say that,
sure.
I say that skipping them a lot, but the thing is they are like, you know, for me I got a disc herniation, so it's kind of tough, but you can't skip legs for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And guys, this is advice from a pro. If you think you know better than a pro, get the hell out of the bodybuilding world.
First of all, one, what is your favorite muscle group to work out? Right, same question. And then the second is like, what inspires you? Like, why are you in the gym? Like, but what ultimately inspires you? What do you want from the gym? You know? So I'll start with you, and then we'll go all the way down.
Okay, so my favorite muscle groups I would say to hit will be it's chest and have to be chest and back.
Chest and back.
But it always changes. Like it'll be chest and back and then biceps. So I'm kind of in the middle of both. And so at first my inspiration was because I always was on the chubbier side, not really fit. Then I didn't really play sports like 14, but I played it like, you know, free time or whatever. So one day, you know, I was just looking in the mirror and I didn't like how I looked in the mirror.
Okay.
And I said, like, it was during COVID.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was a blessing because I looked at my phone and I seen Platinum Fitness had just opened up. Like the same day I looked in the mirror and it said Platinum Fitness is open, $0 to enroll. That same second I drove down there and signed up. And the goals at first, I just wanted to look good in my clothes because everything started to fit tight and everything. And then the goal changed from my clothes to almost a muscle. And you know, what I could say, what inspires me now is, at first I was like, you know, I'm still like, if we stop doing content today, if it ended, I'm going to still be working out because at this point it's a part of me. Like I'm not going to just, even if the days you don't want to go, it's a part. Like you know you got to go.
It's like brushing your teeth.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And some you know, you just wake up and it becomes habit.
Yeah.
That's what I honestly feel like. It's like once you get into a groove, the gym becomes a habit. You just come in and you just do it, you know? It's a part of your day. Like when you start your day, you know, like I'm going to the gym today.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there comes a point where you like actually get sad when you don't get to go to the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like is the day off?
What inspires me now is actually the people since we started doing content. So when we're still like in the beginning stages, of course, but when we were like, probably like I could say like a few months or a year back, we just like was dropping a lot of mic'd ups on Instagram and we're getting a lot of DMs like saying like, oh my gosh, I gotta get in the gym. Y'all like you guys are making it look fun. It don't look like it's a chore. It don't look like something we have to. It actually looks like we can enjoy doing.
Yeah, that's dope.
So the people just sending us a lot of inspiration, so we like at this point we just want to motivate a lot of people to get in and just do it. Just do it. Don't act like I gotta get in the gym and just all you gotta do is just go. If you don't know what to do, just go. Just start. Start.
That's it. Just start. I love that. How about you?
What motivated me to get in the gym? I'm gonna be honest. I've always been in the gym. I've always kind of been a gym rat. Just the difference is I gained 30 pounds. I was 150. I used to just run my ass off. But now what keeps me going, I'm going to just say results.
Okay.
The results happen so fast, it became addicting. Like, I just can't stop not thinking about I'm finna go to the gym at 5 or I'm finna wake up and go to the gym. So it's always just been in me. And one of my favorite muscle groups, I'm gonna go personally legs, even though everybody love the chest, back, but I just know it's easy to look top heavy. And I don't like thinking of that thought. I don't like that thought at all. So I go as hard as my legs. I often get strains in my legs. I kind of overdo it sometimes, but that's me personally. I definitely love legs.
What inspired me, I was a skinny guy. I'm still a skinny guy, but a little bit.
He's biased.
Really, my friends got me in the gym. So, because I was kind of insecure guy, like, had a hoodie on all the time. Like, damn, I'm a little skinny. I don't even want to be in here. But now I love it. But as far as, I don't know, I grew up a wrestling fan. And them dudes is jacked. So, Triple H and all them guys, I used to go in the garage and bench press and try to, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, wrestling and probably Dragon Ball Z as far as mind state and boxing, too. But initially what got me in here, my friends, and what's keeping me in here is the effect we're having on other people. Like it's a cool thing that people can, I could be the reason why somebody's like, you know what, fuck it, I'll go to the gym.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, it's a drag for a lot of people. So
I said, what inspired you? You said you're inspiring other people. You know what I mean? Like that's the inspiration too, a little bit.
I'm being fed by that. That's keeping me like wanting to keep this thing going. I mean, of course, I love it. Just fit. I mean, taking my shirt off. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But
there's a lot of positivity, a lot of good things that come from it.
Facts.
You know, at the end of the day, like you saying, you know, you're doing it for the people that are watching, and if it just takes one person that you inspire that all of a sudden goes, dang, I'm gonna go to the gym today, and then you don't know how you're gonna affect that person's life. Because like I look at my life and I go, I was a skinny little kid, you know, and I came up and I didn't work out, I didn't know nothing about working out. It was one guy who one day I seen him doing pull-ups. He goes, I'm like, dang man, how you do all them pull-ups? He's like, you know, I'm in the SWAT team, I'm a cop. If you want to train, basically come to the next day. And then I seen him, he was jacked. He was doing pull-ups. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna start working out. And if maybe he didn't ever say that, maybe I wouldn't be where I'm at today. You know, I went from that person to, you know, somewhat a fit person, then a pro bodybuilder, and now I own my own gym. So you just never know what you can inspire, or who you can spark to, you know, catapult their life, basically. So it's pretty cool. And then you're the last one, right?
Yeah. What inspired me is my older cousin. He does powerlifting and bodybuilding. As a kid, just seeing him always eating, and watching Ronnie Coleman's and you know, just all the huge bodybuilders, and you know, I just fell in love with it at that. And plus, I played sports growing up. He got me in the gym fully. I got out of shape, and he was like, "Bro, what are you doing, bro? You always said, bro, you want to look good, but you ain't doing nothing about it." I'm like,
But you also always said, because at this point we was like what 20, like 21, and he will always complain and say, "Bro, we're not supposed to be looking like this in our 20s."
Yeah.
So I'm like, but when he told me that, I'm like, nah, damn, you right. So I said, nah, I gotta go. But I say people inspire me, of course, but what I can say, the person that inspired me really fully is Kevin Gates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Kevin
Yeah,
Gates heavily inspired me to get in the
That's
gym.
dope. I'm sure he would love to hear that. You know what I mean? But my other thing is like kind of what you guys were saying as far as like, you know, you guys are inspiring people, but also think about it. Like, you guys are coming from, you know, I don't know exactly your background, right? Like, I'm not sure where you're from, but I also know that like, no matter the life that you have, when you're in the gym, you're doing a lot better for yourself at the end of the day, right?
sure.
Like, when you come in here and you start lifting all this weight, and no one's paying you to lift the weight, you gotta put the work in for free. And so when I gotta go do laundry, or I gotta go do, you know, some dishes or whatever, it's easy because my whole life, all I've done is build discipline and made myself be able to work out really, really hard. And so when it comes to doing laundry or doing something else, it's like I'm already a disciplined person.
Facts.
So it really definitely builds your discipline up. But what I'm saying by that is like, this is gonna help you guys with your jobs, right? When you go to an interview, they look at you and go, man, this guy, he takes care of himself, right? This guy, you're talking to a lot of people in the gym, right? You're constantly engaging with people, right? You're getting in front of a camera, you're learning how to talk way, way better. And so all of that stuff helps you out in the real world, right? So I know anyone that I see in here that is super serious about their working out, they're always successful outside of the gym because they already know they have discipline, right?
Yeah.
So I think you guys being young, staying in here, working out, you're going to motivate a lot of people and get a lot of people off of the streets.
For sure.
You're going to get a lot of people that are going to be like, nah, I don't want to go do whatever I got to go do. I'm going to come and work out. I'm going to go do what these guys are doing and better my life and make a positive, you know, just do all these positive posts and things like that. So I think a lot of people are going to watch you guys and want to inspire and be like you guys. You know what I mean?
oh, and another thing I forgot, my favorite muscle group is arms.
Arms, all right.
Arms. I love arms, man. I love arms.
Arms ain't bad.
But I just want to give you your flowers. Thank you for the hospitality you always show us, because you didn't know us from a can of paint. You didn't have to treat us well. You could have just seen us and kept it pushing.
Right.
So I appreciate that. And you're the gold standard, you know what I'm saying, as far as, I don't want to say coming from nothing, but, you know, coming from nothing
I was a server.
to a serial entrepreneur. And I want to say that's inspiring alone, just to be able to talk to you, conversate with you, feel like, treat us like family. We appreciate that, and appreciate you, bro.
Can't
for real.
thank you enough, man.
Yes, sir.
Can't thank you enough.
Cool.
Slide to the lab, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Come to the lab, man. It's serious.
Absolutely.